It's time for Big Tigger's Trending Topics on V103.
Time for the biggest 4 songs in the ATL. The trending topics, not the biggest 4 songs, the biggest stories. The 411. Too many 4s. Get it right, Tig. Focus. This happens to be a Law and Order edition of the trending topics. Your favorite folks in and out of trouble. So, let's go out of trouble. That would be Trey Songz. Well, kind of. Well, let me explain. He will not face felony charges over the alleged incident involving him and Andrea Buera. There were numerous witness statements contradicting what she said would happen at the Hollywood Hills party that Trey Songz had. The case will now be referred to the LA City Attorney. They will decide whether or not to charge him with the lesser charge of misdemeanor domestic violence. Again, she alleged that Songz beat her through a phone over the cliff, 2 phones over the cliff, and punched her at a party at his house. March 19th, Songz surrendered to LAPD, facing that felony domestic charge. He also put out some tweets alleging his innocence. Story developing. Next up in our Law and Order edition, out of trouble. Well, not quite really. Joel Santana is home but not yet free. Released from federal custody after spending nearly a month locked up. He was released into his mother's custody after a $500,000 bond was put up against his mom's home. Boy, you better make it to court. Mama whooped that anyway. Parts of the terms of his release include ankle monitoring and a 24-hour lockdown. He sounded grateful when he left the courthouse Friday. Told reporters, "I'm just happy to be in God's graces. I'm praying every day. He came through for me. Just got to do the right thing, do everything I need to do the right thing so I stay home." Keep your head up, Joel. Story development. And last but not least in our Law and Order edition, according to TMZ Sports, a man claiming to be one of Floyd Mayweather's bodyguards was shot outside of an upscale hotel in ATL late last night. APD confirming it's unclear if Floyd was with the man at the time of the shooting, but it went down 3 a.m. outside of the Intercontinental in Buckhead. 3 vehicles were returning from a nearby turn-up. I will not mention the place they were turning up because they had nothing to do with it. But another vehicle pulled up beside them at the intersection of Peachtree and Highland. Fired several times in one of the vehicles. All 3 vehicles fled, reported being followed for a distance. After losing the vehicle that was following them, the victim's vehicle drove to Grady, where the victim was treated for a gunshot wound to the leg, is in stable condition. At this time, it appears this was not a random shooting, and the shooter was targeting the victim's vehicle, according to APD. Cops say that they believe Floyd was in one of the SUVs in the entourage that was targeted. Floyd was not injured in the attack, and it's unclear if he was the specific target. Also told that cops do not have a suspect in custody at this point. There it is. Need more details and details? VDAS103.com. Okay? More Big Tigger Show right now.